Hello and welcome. Let's go Dutch. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 74 of Going Dutch. Last time out, we managed to keep pace with Feyenoord at the top of the Eredivisie by beating Rode Kerkrade, and then we completed a 9-5 aggregate win over Atalanta in the quarter-finals of the Conference League, the UEFA Conference League, which today brings us to a semi-final. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, we have for you, as usual, two games. First up, it's Vitesse at the Mandenmakers in Eredivisie Matchday 31, as we try and keep up with the league, the runaway league leaders. Feyenoord, they were 4 points in front of us. I think they played an early game. We'll look at that in just a moment. But we need to keep pace with them, so we need to continue to win in the Eredivisie. Otherwise, we've blown it completely. And then we have the first leg of the UEFA Conference League semi-final, a trip to England, where we face Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium for that one. Right, so let's have a quick roundup then where we're at and what's going on before we progress any further. Let's have a quick look at last time out, as I said, a 2-0 win against Kerkrade, a 5-4 win against Atalanta in the second leg of the UEFA Conference League, but we did manage to secure that 4-1 win at their place, which made the difference. 9-5 on aggregate, as I said, and that is how we are set for today. As I did say, Feyenoord have played an early game in today's, well, in fact, I say an early game, they played yesterday, beating Utrecht by a 1-0, which means they are 7 points clear us at the top of the table. We need to get that back to 4 points because we want, well, still fingers crossed that they may just slip up somewhere along the line, and that would be rather splendid if they could. We're playing in the 2:30 games today, Volendam and Emmen in the early game. PSV and Zwolle are in the late game, so that is all to come. Vitesse, we have played them previously 7 times, beaten them 5 times, drawn with them once, lost them once. Recent history, last 4 games we played against them, we've beaten them on every occasion. And the most recent of those was back in November when we beat them at their place by a 0-0. Kai Jan, whoever, getting the goal after 17 minutes. I think I clicked on this. Yes, we did. As you will see in a minute when the stats finally drop themselves in. There we go. It was a very, very even match. 8 shots, 4 on target for both sides. It was just that we had a little bit of extra XG, and that goal from Jana, whoever, gave us, or made the difference. We weren't top on possession either. But yeah, we were top on that day, and we'd like to do the same again today. Last time we played them at the Mandenmakers was in May last year, towards the end of the season, I would suggest. 3-0 winners on that occasion. Rozier, Stanovic and Romney, the scorers on that occasion. We would like a similar result today, please. Would be rather splendid. Right, without any more to do then, let's go and have a look at the team that will face Vitesse. And here is the side that will face Vitesse in this Eredivisie Matchday 31. Win is a must if we are to keep pace with Feyenoord. And hope that they slip up somewhere along the line. Setford continues in goal. The back line today is Rozier, Rekic and Van der Bosch. But Van der Beek dropping to the bench, give him a little bit of a rest. Latonda and Aiden are the wide wing backs. Varro sits in midfield with Stanovic and De Leon as the wide attackers. Romney sits behind Ross Stewart, who continues to lead the attack up front. 26 goals this season. Can he add to those? We will have to wait and see. The bench looks like this today. It's Bergstrom, Atesta, Drambev, Stansfield, Elatim, Lakessa, Lavelde, Van Duren, Van der Beij, Toure, Boumassoudi, and Emil Hansen. And here we are back at the Manor Makers. Won 4 of our last 5, drawn the other one. Playing our by now familiar formation. Vitesse, on the other hand, they're playing a 4-3-3 today with a defensive midfielder. And Martin Kers is leading the attack up front, which isn't really good news. Let's hope he doesn't undo us. They are currently 11th on 35. We're second on 71. And first highlight, 11 minutes in, 12 minutes in fact nearly. And Vitesse with a throw in. James with a throw. It's come back to James. Cornelesai. Orzo. Hoosman through to Kers, but it's one back. Romney picked up a yellow card already, I notice. Rosier. Stanovic. Back to Rosier. Rosier finds a Rekic. So we try and bring it out of defence. Romney comes deep. Van der Bosch, who joins us permanently, of course, at the end of the season. Rekic. We could qualify for the Europa League, I think it is, if we get the right result today. Varro through to Aiden. I think it was in a carry for a minute, but De Leon's in attacking mode. Oh, it's come back. Goalkeeper couldn't save it. And it's spilled. Stewart puts it away, but a rare question of whether it was offside there. I don't think he was. I mean, at the end of the day, I think he was behind De Leon. Oh, it is disallowed. He may well have been in front when De Leon fired that ball in. He was offside. Arcus with a throw in. 23 on the clock. Butra. Orozo to Hadilan. Orozo. Butra. So we try and push them back. We've managed so far. Canalese. James in acres of space out here. Nobody marking him. We've got to try and win this ball back. And they're coming forward. Oduin. He's cut it inside to Zonneveld. Zonneveld pulls it back, but it's blocked. Oh, we haven't cleared this very well. And De Leon flicks it over the head of James. Chance goes begging, and I want to see who blocked it, actually. Ethelyn, lovely through to Zonneveld, and it looked like danger was there. Martin Kers, I presume this is Kers. Yeah, it is Kers who got the shot away. Zonneveld bulling it back. Kers, and it was blocked by Rekic, who was marking Kers very, very well. And half-time has arrived. And, wow, we've not managed to put our chances away. And the one chance we did put away was offside. Ross Stewart on 13 minutes got himself in an offside position as De Leon attacked. We've had 3 shots, 3 on target, 0.27. So we've not been particularly good at putting those chances away. They've had 3 shots, only one of which was on target, 0.56. They've had 54% of the possession against our 46. Yes, we just need to put those chances away in the second half. First highlight of the second half, a corner for Rowe with the corner back to Rosier. Rosier puts it away. His 12th goal of the season, and we are in front. It's taken us a long time, but we've managed to do it. Rosier seemed to be just totally free. Varro knew exactly where he was putting this ball. He was marked, but Rosier got up, and the goalkeeper, Schreibler, missed it at the near post. Free kick now. 70 minutes on the clock. Romney, we've scored 1. Can we score a second? Romney goes direct. It's gone for a goal kick. And with 72 minutes on the clock, having taken the lead, we have made 2 changes. Terry Latonda is off. It's Alexander Drambev on for Latonda. And the other change, both on that left-hand side. Stanovic is off, and Tejane Toure comes on. No more highlights. 81 minutes on the clock, making two changes. Tiredness getting in. Patrick Varro has been replaced by Jurgen Ellertim. And the other change that we made is Ollie Romney, both, of course, on yellow cards as well, which is another reason we've taken them off. Ollie Romney, he's been replaced by Ilyas Boumassoudi. And again, with no more highlights, we are on the 90th minute. 4 minutes of injury time to be played. We've made our final change, and it's due to an injury for Mehmet Aydin, who's picked up a lower leg injury. Let's hope it's nothing too severe. He's replaced for the final 5 minutes or so by Julian Leveld. And indeed, no more highlights in that second half. We have seen the game through, though. 12 shots, 6 on target, 0.86, not our most powerful game of the season, but we've managed to get that win. It's been a tight match. Both games this season been extremely tight. 50% of the possession. They had 7 shots, 3 on target in the end. 0.92 and 50% of the possession. Tommy Setford having another good day in goal. Lorenz Rosier picking up player of the match with an 8-0. Been absolutely stonking in defence, and of course got that goal as well. Let's hope the injury to Aydin isn't too bad. And well, that keeps us in touch with Feyenoord. They're not going to get away from us just yet. Let's go and see how that leaves us in the table. Well, before we look at the results and where we are at the end of that round of games, we have the little bit of news. Mehmet Aydin injured. What's it going to be? It's 8 days to 2 weeks. That's not good for the Conference League, but I suppose it's better than what it could have been. Well, it says here 10 to 12 days. 8 days to 2 weeks. Let's hope it's closer to 8 days. A gashed lower leg. Ouch, I think is the answer to that one. Let's have a look at the Eredivisie then, as we have a look and see PSV and Zwolle still to play. And we'll just give you the result of that in just a moment. But at the top of the table, we are back to just 4 points behind Feyenoord. 3 games left to play, 9 points available. It's getting a little bit desperate, I would say, as we get a bit closer. 4 points, and they just another win for them would get them very, very close with 6 points left to play. Ajax are in third. They beat Graafschap by 1-0. They remain 7 points behind us in third place, but with 9 left to play. We just need another win, and we are definitely assured of second place, that is for sure. PSV have a game in hand, of course. That could be a bit of a decider, because they're on 66 points. A win for them would mean that they're only 5 points behind us, with 9 points available. So we need to keep chunking away. Then there's a heck of a gap down to 5th place, FC Utrecht on 48, with AZ also on 48. At the other end of the table, Volendam, who they did quite well in the early game. 2-0 winners over Emmen, which Emmen down the bottom there, I think they've actually gone. They can't do anything, can they? They can only get 24 points, so they're definitely relegated. And that's managed to get them clear, 4 points clear of Nijmegen in that 16th place. They Sparta Rotterdam, still a bit to do, but 3 points clear of Nijmegen on 30. Nijmegen on 27. They are 6 points clear of Almere City, which means with only 9 left available, you know what I'm going to say. Almere City all but gone, and they need to get a win. Have they got still to play? No, they haven't. Feyenoord playing in the Friday game again, by the looks of it. They're playing Saturday next week. So yeah, they've got it to do, to say the least. Almere City. I was looking for Almere City. 0-0 draw against Roda Kerkrade, and Nijmegen 1-0 winners over FC 20, which is what's opened that little bit of a gap. Right, back in just a second with the result from the PSV and Zwolle game. And indeed, they are back to just 5 points behind us. We can't slip up. Otherwise, they will be in. They will take up this spot, and we don't want them to take up that spot. So another win probably should just about see them off. And we've still got to play them, of course. We don't want it coming down to the last game of the season. 2-0 winners today over PEZ Zwolle, who are in 8th place on 42 points. And they have a 5-point gap now to De Graafschap, who are above them. So mid-table mediocrity, you could say so. Right, that takes us, we have 4 days down to the game against Bournemouth. We've got something in here. Rosier performance pleases. Right, okay. I thought there was something important in there for a moment. Bournemouth is the next game then in the Conference League semi-final first leg. Bournemouth, let's see how they have got here. We didn't want to do that. That was a completely wrong thing to do, of course. What we want to do in the quarter-final, Bournemouth beat Puskás Akademis by 4-2 in the on aggregate. They lost 2-1 in the second leg, which must have meant that they had 3-0 lead in the first leg. So they are not anything to not a complete pushover, shall we say. The last 16, Bournemouth beat Volatile by 6-0 on aggregate, 4-0 in the return leg. So that was a good win for them. League phase wise, Bournemouth was second in the table. A drew, didn't lose any games. They won 5 and drew 1 of their 6 games. So they are nothing to be sneezed at all. I presume, and I'm only assuming, we have no record against them. We don't indeed. So as expected. Right, 4 days down then. We'll come back with any news ahead of the game against Bournemouth. Well, there's no more news to give you, so it is a trip to the south coast of England to face a Bournemouth, and I did say the Vitality Stadium, it's in here, it's called the Eddie Howe Stadium. I wonder why. And here is the side that faces Bournemouth at the Eddie Howe Stadium in Bournemouth. For this UEFA Conference League semi-final first leg. Can we get through to the final? Will we set ourselves a good path by getting a start today? We will have to wait and see. I'm not sure why we're balanced, actually. We're going to go positive. Setford starts in goal, as he has done quite recently. Van der Beek is back in for the Van der Bosch, because Van der Bosch is... he's not allowed to play in this competition. He's unregistered. So Van der Beek, hence why we rested Van der Beek in the last game. Rekic is in his usual position between him and Rosier. Back into that back line. Drambev and Leveld coming in for the injured Aiden on the right side, right wing back position. Varro continues in the midfield role with Stanovic and De Leon continuing their wide attacking role. Romney also sitting behind Stewart again. So the only real change is, say, Van der Beek in for Van der Bosch. Leveld in for the injured Aiden. That's the side that will face a Bournemouth. The bench looking like this. Bergstrom, Atesta, Latonda, Stansfield, Elatim, Lakessa, Abogi, Duran, Kasongo, Toure, Boumassoudi, and Emil Hansen. And here we are for this UEFA Conference League. They are playing a 5-2-1-2. Solanke and Mbello up front. Alex Scott sitting behind them, playing our usual formation. Being the Conference League, we will get the full Monty lead up to the game. Teams coming out onto the pitch, pick the ball up. Bournemouth, of course, playing in their black and red stripes. First highlight comes 4 minutes in. Zabani with a free kick just inside our half. This ball through, and it's gone through. Solanke's in. Good save by Setford. And they get a corner on 5 minutes. Baranchia with the corner. It's headed away by Stewart. Only as far as Adams. Highlights continuing. Well tackled by Stewart. Stevanovic is out in the open now. Stevanovic plays it wide to Leveld. And the highlight finishes there, so he didn't come to anything. And Bello tried to win that ball, and he did. He tripped. I'm not quite sure who he tripped in doing so. Rekic. But the ball fell for Solanke. Solanke tried to put it away wide as Setford, but Setford tipped it wide. 10 minutes on the clock. Throwing for Bournemouth. Baranchia. Zabiani. Baranchia. Not being marked. Alex Scott comes deep for it, but it's a poor ball. Rosier to De Leon. De Leon finds Stanovic, but Zabania gets in there. Tags Rosier with a tackle. Off his feet. Has to be careful. It's in the area. And it's Embello. And it's gone wide for a throw. Rosier, I think it was controlled, to be fair. It wasn't at the player. Aaron's getting the cross in, and then Bello getting away from his man, but flicks it and flicks it wide. No more highlights in that first half, and we've come in, yeah, we've not been particularly fantastic, but we are away from home, and we don't want to do any heroics and end up losing the game by a silly amount of goals. Gives us a mountain to climb. It'd be far better. I'd be comfortable with a draw, a very slender loss back at the Mandermakers. 2 shots, 1 on target, only 0.14 of an XG, 46% of the possession. We did have the bulk of the possession until the back end of that first half when Bournemouth grew into the game. They've had 4 shots, 2 on target, 0.60 and 54% of the possession. If we can get a goal, it'd be good, but I'm not desperate for a goal. A 0-0 at the end of the game, I'd be happy with. 66 on the clock. They've made a couple of changes. And Beelin with a free kick, but it's gone over the... Or has it gone for a corner? I'm not sure. No, it's gone out. Ball swung in. Setford collects. 72 on the clock. Setford to Van der Beek. Drambev now inside to Van der Beek. Patient build-up is what we want. Lavelde will get this ball forward to De Leon. De Leon now. De Leon finds Romney. Romney goes out wide to Drambev. Drambev slips it through to Stanovic into the area. Romney puts it away. His 16th goal of the season. And we've rocked a Bournemouth on the 74th minute, or it could have been the 73rd minute. I wasn't watching the clock. We'll see now. Romney puts this ball out to Drambev. Drambev slides it through to Stanovic. Stanovic pulls it back. Romney unmarked. And it's on 73 minutes. And beats Conan in the Bournemouth goal. It's 1-0. Something's going to happen. You have a highlight from the restart. 73 minutes on the clock. Bournemouth restarting. I'd like to think we could win this ball and get a second, but that might just be a bit too much to ask for. I was thinking about doing some changes. Oh, no. And it was a mistake that led to it. You can tell when he restarts. And that was a poor ball. I think it was Van der Beek. Didn't play it back properly. There was no threat there, really. We'd won the ball. And all Van der Beek had to do was get rid. But he played it back, and then Bello run onto it. Setford tried to sort of stay, make it a bit tough for him, and Bello put it away. And they're level literally within a minute. And with nearly 83 minutes on the clock, making 3 changes. 3 because they're tired. The other one really because he's not performing today. Ross Stewart has been replaced by Jay Stansfield up front. Patrick Varro has come off. He's been replaced by Jurgen Elatim. Jeremy De Leon has been replaced by Chris Lekesa. And Ollie Romney replaced by Ilyas Boumassoudi. They have a corner, 86 on the clock, swung in. It's headed away. But recycled and into the area. And Setford pushes it wide. Not sure if that last one was wide or whether it was an offside, but it didn't come to a corner. This one swung in. Reckitt clears it, but Alex Scott there. And this ball needs to be cleared. Setford punches it away for another corner. Pressure from Bournemouth in the 88th minute. Can we ride the storm? It's come out again. Still not cleared. And it's gone for another corner. Deary me. Pressure really building here. And we've headed it clear again. And I think we've thwarted it. Headed away by Reckitt, or is it Rosier? Rosier, I think, heading it away. Looking to make a final change, but the game has a different idea. Reckitt goes out wide to Lavelle. No silly mistakes now. Rosier back to Lavelle. Lavelle fires one forward. And it's not come to anything. Beelan is in. Beelan pulls it back to Cassius into the area, but Van der Beek is there. Elatim back to the goalkeeper. Rosier in the 90th minute. Boumassoudi, we come forward. Fresh legs. Boumassoudi through to Lekesa. Lekesa gets caught in there, but Boumassoudi it falls to. And with 90 minutes on the clock, in the 91st minute, should I say, with 5 minutes added on, we have made our final change. And Thierry Latonda comes on as a attacking midfielder in place of the very tired Stevanovic. Let's go and see if we can get and sneak a winning goal. Yet another corner from Bournemouth in the 2nd minute. Ooh, it's not cleared. Clark has a bubble. It's gone in. And they have got the win. Bournemouth take a lead to the Manamakers. We've rode our luck. We rode it, and we just could not get this away. They've definitely been the better team. Clark had a bobble, and it fell to Erikovic. And Erikovic puts it away. And let's hope they don't get another one now. That would be disaster. Jurgen Elatim through to Latonda. Or can we get an equaliser? Boumassoudi! Oh, put wide by the goalkeeper. I thought Boumassoudi was going to put that away and bring us back level. In the 5th minute of the 5 added on, Elatim with a corner. Can we get something? He's pulled it wide to Stansfield. Back to Elatim, but straight into the arms of Conan. Oh dear, cut out ball. And we looked odds on maybe to get an equaliser. Lovely twist from Boumassoudi. It's all over, and Bournemouth come back to the Manamakers with a slender lead. Erikovic, after we took the pressure and didn't come out on top. It was a tough match, always was going to be. Tommy Setford, player of the match, a 7.9, kept us in that game. They had 21 shots, 13 of which were on target, and now you see why Setford was player of the match. 2.83. We had 6 shots, 3 on target, 1.30, and 49% of the possession against their 51%. I think a draw would have been nice. A slender loss we will take. Can we get and do the job at the Manamakers in the 2nd leg? You'll have to join me next time and find out. Well, before we start our roundup, news of the Europa League. Chelsea have beaten Rennes by 6-0 in the first leg, and they must be odds on now to go and play in the final in Dortmund. But who will they play in? PSV have got a 2-goal lead over Atletico Madrid. So it is possible that Chelsea will be playing, oh God dear, PSV in that final. We are a goal down after the first leg of ours. 2-1 loss to Bournemouth in the 92nd minute. Broke our hearts when we thought we were going to bring them back level. We should have won that game. Romney the lead on 73, but it was Mbello got an equaliser straight away from the restart. And got them back level, and I suppose that's the way to do it. Caught us cold. Olympique Marseille have beaten Besiktas by 4-2, and it could be that we will end up meeting Olympique Marseille in the final. If we were to get there, we'll see. It's a long way to go right now, and you'll have to join me for the next episode to find out whether we make it. We'll also be trying to keep tack on Feyenoord. We have a game against FC Utrecht in that one. Our recent history, we've won the last 5 games, or I say we've lost. We've not lost in 5 games. Won 4 of the last 5, only drawn 1. The last time that we played them at their place, we beat them by 2-1 back in February of this season. Cruz and Romney the scores on that occasion. Van der Haar, the Utrecht scorer. And the last time we played them earlier in the season at the Mandermakers, it was Latonda and Boumassoudi, the scorers, without a reply. And then, of course, we welcome Bournemouth to the Mandermakers. Can we extend our season, and can we extend our series by 1 game? We will find out. Will we have a finale of the series being a UEFA Conference League final? You'll have to join me and find out. It's at Hampden Park as well, the final. So all well and good. We'll see. Join me for the next episode, if you will. If you've enjoyed today's episode, though, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Go in Dutch, and of course our other series, bottom to the top, as they are released. New episodes of Go in Touch will be released every Tuesday at 4:15 p.m. Best way of keeping up to date what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at Just Offside 2. Apologies for not getting anything out last week. It's just back off holiday and just run completely out of time. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 75. Can we get to the Conference League final? Join me next time and we'll find out together. Till then, goodbye.